I recently hit 20,000 subscribers over on my main channel, and to celebrate and thank you all for the support, I asked for your best questions. Today, I'm joined by Jugglet, and he's going to quiz me in real time as I try to win on Killer in DBD. Subscribe for future chill videos, and enjoy this one.
Funny fact, this is actually one of my least favourite maps, Roni. I really struggle on Midwich.
Brilliant. I actually like this map for Slinger as well, I can't bother to play him.
It depends, if the survivors know what they're doing, you're going to struggle. But we're not here for that. We're here for something else.
We're here to get quizzed while I try to play Dead by Daylight.
Okay, so question 1 is from Lala. Would you ever do any more open lobby customs like in the modded days?
Honestly, so, little opener to this video. This is gonna probably give a bit of context for some other questions I'm gonna answer. I'm not really the sort of guy who likes to jump on trends and shit. Like, when Springtrap came out... interesting gameplay decision.
How about T Heelys?
When Springtrap came out, I wasn't bothered. There was a lot of news around that character, but I didn't jump because I didn't enjoy him. Meanwhile, they just dropped Jason, and that character really speaks to me. So, I just did some Hero videos for that. They're on the other channel, at General Warlord. I don't even know if it's main, second. Call it what you want to. But no, I would... Oh, it's not got hold actions. I'm on my Epic account. I would absolutely be game to run more videos versus viewers for that channel in future, because I had a lot of fun doing that this week.
But not modded, because that is the question.
I don't know if I'd do the newer modded stuff again. I'd never say never to something, but it's the sort of thing that if it's gonna happen, I'll announce it on my terms.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. The next question is Brad Mouse. Favorite Lucozade brand?
I'm not really a big Lucozade drinker. I'm more of a Monster fan, as Jugglet will probably tell you. Yeah,
it's pretty unemployed.
White Monster, at the gym. I'm pretty impartial. I like most of them.
But no Lucozade whatsoever?
A little bit of Lucozade Sport here and there. It's alright.
What flavour? I think that's what it means by brand. This is...
raspberry is alright.
Yes, that's the one. That's what I have.
It's alright. I'm just not a massive Lucozade fan, really.
Okay, fair enough. The next one's from The Good General. You mentioned in your video, we tried your silliest modded DVD ideas that you might shift into making longer videos where you just talk about things after the new year. And I was just curious as to whether or not that's still a plan or not.
I mean, so you're watching this on General Says right now. That's the plan for this channel moving forward. It's more a case of there'll be videos when I have ideas. I don't want this channel to be a drama cast. I don't want it to be a milk cast. I want to make videos that interest me on this channel. So it's not off the cards at all. It's just kind of the time and kind of the subject I'm interested enough to talk about.
Fair enough. That's a pretty solid answer. The next one is... I'm actually kind of curious for this one as well. What made you decide to use Vittorio as your Survivor mascot?
I started originally with Jack when I started playing the game. When Cage came out, I moved to Cage. And then on the private server, none of the Jack outfits I've really played were on it, and Cage wasn't on it either. And I remembered that when Vittorio came out, I made that shirtless kit with the black trousers and the headphones. I quite liked it, so I just decided to run it for those early videos. And then it's one of those things that just became more and more recognized because I didn't know who else to play on the private circle, basically. Because I liked that outfit, and the Jack outfits on there didn't really speak to me much. So...
Fair enough.
that's what I made the switch to Vittorio, and now that's pretty much all I play.
Yeah. Okay. The next one is from Can't Think of a Username.
No.
Do you wear wigs?
No, I do not.
Will you wear wigs?
Maybe.
Have you worn wigs?
No, I've not.
I couldn't remember the full line for that, but I know exactly. Elijah will just burst into laughter. Right, the next one is... Are you allowing people to have 2 questions, by the way? Because this is a...
I don't mind 2. Probably be stretching it past that.
This is from Lala again, then. Where did you get your Metallica shirt, please and thank you? Is this you want to know?
No.
Why is one asking
that might be the one from my Instagram post. Most of my Metallica shirts come from the official site. There's a UK one. If you spend enough money, the ship is free. I probably have about 12.
I thought you found them in the bin outside Tesco.
One of these answers is correct. One of us speaks in truth, the other only lies.
Right, that's those questions out of the way. Next is from someone who sneezed, called a chew. Favorite Avenged Sevenfold and Linkin Park song?
I'm a big fan of pretty much anything off City of Eagle, White Album, Nightmare. Those albums are all fantastic. Linkin Park, first two are great. Linkin Things, super underrated album as well. Individual songs hard to pick. At the minute, I'm listening to a lot of Seize the Day. I love that song at the minute. Paper Cut, Opener, and Hybrid Theory. Banger songs. I think play this on my Spotify. They're linked pretty much everywhere. You guys want to check that out?
Fair enough. It sounds like you're speaking a different language to me, but that sounds great. The next one's from the Good General again. Is there a killer perk idea that you wish behavior would implement?
Oh.
I like these kind of questions.
That's a hard one, because the thing is, the more they add perks, the hero ideas is going to be. There's a lot of stuff that I really like. I really like that new Jason perk that gives you incremental haste per pallet break. That's something I would just never think of, because they're getting to the level of depth now that kind of every perk's going to have to be designed in a complex way like that. I wouldn't mind something along... I mean, this is a very general answer here, but something along the lines of How I Hope. A very, very strong hex with risk-reward. What that could be, I don't know. I can't really answer. This is a very on-the-spot sort of question I need more time to think about. But in terms of perk design, something like How I Hope, where it's a very strong perk that can go. Something that's, like, got counterplay on both sides. Because those are the sorts of perks that I'm
big fan of those perks. Yeah. Next is from a very special user. What's your favourite type of Play-Doh to eat? I like the red flavour.
Just call me. Green.
You gotta answer the question.
Green.
Green, okay. Next one is, what was the first video game you played?
In memory, it was... so I didn't have much growing up console-wise as a kid. I had the Wii, I had the DS. Memorably, New Super Mario Brothers, the 2D one. Lego Harry Potter, Lego Batman the video game, like the first one. I just had a lot of Lego games as a kid, and a lot of Mario shit. Mario Kart Wii. These are all like things that came out in your like mid-teens, and probably you can pass your time when they came out, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, you missed out on some great games from the past, but...
Oh, I thought I was about to convert that.
Yeah, I knew you weren't.
Okay.
I was watching that.
Okay.
The next one is, will you play the cheese rolling game ever again? Another question is, where are the rules? Actual question now, what killer would you want to see in DBD?
Oh.
So the actual question is, who would you like to see in DBD?
Who would you like to see in DBD? Proper pirate killer, like non-licensed. Like, I know they always say, oh, Handmaster's a pirate, but I feel like that was a cop-out. I wish they'd given her more of an original backstory and design, and we had like a proper pirate killer. That would be really cool. I don't know how that would work. Maybe like some cannons around the map or something. I don't know. That's my biggest.
You could do a licensed one with Captain Pugwash.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
You're okay. What is the inspiration behind your PFP?
Oh, my profile pic. So, the one I use on my normal channel is Slinger in a Twitch emote position. My other one is Cage with Blight. They're all done by a very talented streamer called Peachy. She makes the assets collection. That's how I found out about her. And her art style is beautiful.
Yes. W Peachy for doing all those assets, to be fair.
Yeah, she is very fucking good to the DVD community with that folder. Saying me, you, sign, brain. I was dead hard.
And probably a lot more than
many hours, yeah.
Next is... No, this is going to be a long answer, I feel. Do you like any DC and or Marvel comics? And I'm going to say comics,
honestly,
comics.
I thought it was going to be that long answer, because comics-wise, I haven't really read all that. Of course, that's why she was all recommending on me. I haven't actually read all that much. I own a couple of old runs of Green Arrow and Flash. I have the first volume of Absolute Batman sitting and rotting, because I just don't have time to read much shit at the minute. But I don't actually have that many comic books, really. I've watched a lot of the films and stuff, but actual, like, readable material, I don't really have that much, nor have I read that much. No, not as long as an answer as you expected.
Yeah, I thought you were going to proper go off on one then, but I'm kind of disappointed. Next is, what is your favourite thing in the community you've created? I guess it means video. I'm not sure though. Maybe I think
favorite video. More recently, I'm a big fan of the stuff that you and I have done with Brendan's Sign. Those are some of my favorite ones to do.
They
Older. Every kill spawn's a random effect is a favorite one of mine on Warlord. That was a very fun mod to put together back in the day. More recently, the Bully Squad one that we did, I enjoyed making that dark. That was a lot of fun to reach out to people. Oh, and the 1v1s. That's final answer. 1v1 all killers. That was my
all killer mains. Yeah, that was a good video. To be fair, I'll wait for the next game. I think for the next one.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to clutch this up or not. This gate's not open. It's a bit of a sticky one.
There's actually some interesting ones for the next few questions.
Considering the perks they had, I don't think I did that badly here.
You ate a few DSs, didn't you?
I ate 2 DSs, 2 DHs.
Just don't tunnel.
Shit. I didn't even tunnel. That's the worst part. I barely even tunneled.
I knew it was too early, man.
Why did they make 15 seconds, man?
He's gonna wait for your power to event. I bet it drops down after your power goes. I bet it drops down. Boom. Oh yes, yes. Unlucky.
Hard. Oh, look at that! This is my XRG, but I'm not making stupid videos like I mean, that's still a really bad and useless spot because I can't protect that with a trap.
Yeah, put the one on the other side.
No! Where's my other hex?
double up, extra safe, double wrap. Okay, so next question is, and this is an interesting one. Do you think Jason is a recycled garbage killer as many think he is?
I don't know why people are disliking him. I think, given the fact that we were never going to get Friday the 13th Jason, the fact that we have our Jason in DBD, he has a very mechanically deep power that appeals to a lot of people. I don't know. I don't understand why people are making a... Sam. I don't understand why people are making a scene about it.
I think it's more the fact that he's using a ranged projectile and he's also got like a bat form thing, so it's kind of like recycled power, not recycled.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. What caused you to return to modded content despite saying it was finished?
It's one of those things that I want to take a bit of a break from, really, and branch out into other sorts of content. And
yeah.
I don't want to be the modded guy. For me, YouTube's always been, I want to just play, like, what appeals to me. I want to make the content that I would want to watch, kind of thing. And this guy thinks I'm knocking Lightborn because he can't aim his flashlight. I want to take a break and just work on some ideas that appeal to me, really. But I'm not against dabbling with the modded here and there, but most videos, as I think you watch me ever, you'll know that, bro, watch me read that. Most of my videos are on my terms, you know. I kind of make what I want to make if and when, and some people don't want to watch that really. But at the minute, I've got a couple of modded ideas that were too good to pass up on. Is the bottom line. Things I didn't think were possible in the past. I
guess with the ever-changing modded stuff as well, like there will come opportunities which appeal to you more.
Yeah, but equally, it's on the version of the game. There is a hard limit on the literal volume and things I can do. Oh, gone to the day. Cool.
Who's your personal favorite DBD creator?
Oh,
that's a big one.
There's not many people I'm really much of a fan of because I know a lot of people and I treat them more as people I'm friends with. People I'm always endlessly... He nearly said that. People I'm always endlessly impressed by. Zapples. Nice, little epic achievement, why not? Zapples is an incredible Deathslinger. I've always been impressed by him. Unironically, Jugglet is one of the only people whose content I actually watch. I don't really watch DVD content anymore because it doesn't interest me. You know, I make the content. I don't want to watch it. You wouldn't be.
Do you also own Jug merch as well?
I also own Jug merch. Those designs you got for merch are well fucking cool. I didn't just buy. I wouldn't buy merch for the person. I buy for the design.
Very honest and beautiful answer, I'd say.
No, I still enjoy Zapple's content. Jugglet is one of the only people I actually watch on the regular. I'm kind of forced to watch Sign because I edit his. Not really
forced to.
Given my way, I would not be watching that, but here we are.
Right. Next one is, what buffs and nerfs, realistically, as in realistic nerfs, do you think they're going to give to Jason after the PTB?
I don't know how to do this without making them hilariously imbalanced, but I would love to see an easier reload mechanic, because he basically has a eerie head as a power. It kind of is rough, to be honest. I would love to see him be able to carry 2 charges. This is a DS, he owe me £10.
Me?
Yeah. Okay.
£10.
Yeah, I'd love to see him have multiple spears. I also think the haste is going to get a nerf. 12-second cooldown on a 25-second haste is ridiculous. There's an add-on that makes that better. I would imagine they're probably going to nerf that to, if nothing else, be 1-to-1. I don't know why I got trapped, by the way. I don't remember picking any traps up.
Yeah, I don't think you did either.
But, yeah, I think they're going to maybe reduce the length of the haste. I'd like to see them round that number off as well. Why is it 4.9? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And also, we're going to play a 3rd game, because these guys were shit!
Well, you passed the challenge.
Passed the jug challenge. Alright, ending up on the Slinger, even though I'm going to be washed as shit because I haven't played him in weeks.
Excuses in early. You were playing Slinger yesterday, what are you on about?
Yeah, and I lost a 1v1 because I hadn't played him.
If the modded server ever updated to modern DBD, what perks and killers would you be most excited to experiment with? That's a cool question. I like
Anything haste related. There was only play with your food and no edge or killer. There was genuinely no haste perks. No batteries. Goating wasn't in the haste state. There was so much missing. There were haste perks, and they would have been the most fun ones to play with.
Yeah, that would be cool, actually.
Killers, I mean, Jason, when he comes out. Springtrap would be pretty cool because he has some cool add-ons. There's not many killers I'm really asked about that aren't on there, to be honest.
A working Dredge would be cool, I think.
Yeah, Dredge was bugged, which is why we barely played him.
What mechanic would you add to DBD or like to see more in the video game?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I'd love to see just a lot more quality and life features base kit and the perks that they currently relate to nerfed to account for that. Oh, bad. Things like, I think Deadlock should be base kit on Killer. Things like, because they made BT base kit for Slinger and then reworked the perk accordingly. Like, things like that, just quality of life features is what I think the game is most missing. Because killer games are hard to keep on top of with gen speeds. And I'm getting saboed on. Okay.
Yeah,
it's one of these games, Jugglet.
Let's go. This is the kind of game we want for the questions. I want to see you lose your mind mid-questionnaire. This is an easy 4K. Easy 4K.
Bad.
Next one is... It is, what's your dream power a killer could have? Not necessarily something that fits to any specific character or even something specific. So it can be anything you want. What would be like a cool power for you?
The thing is, for me in games, I'm always a sucker for teleports, and I'm always a sucker for skill expression. Which is why I'm a big fan of Jason that's just come out. I think he fits a lot of my boxes, personally. I'm trying to think of anything the thing with DBD and its power system now is that there's so many powers that people claim they're recycled, but it's kind of just really difficult to make something totally unique anymore.
Yeah, and I think sometimes people just want to whinge about nothing.
That was half the reason I enjoyed the Mimic video so much, because I feel like that's about as original as we could get in a appearance-based killer. That would never really work in a practical sense.
I think I can answer the question there. The next one is... I don't think I'm going to guess that you don't really have one. I'm pretty sure you don't watch them, but what's your favourite horror movie?
I've not seen many. I've seen the original Halloween. Original Saul's very good. Original Scream's very good. I've basically seen no sequels. And I've also pretty much just named 3 of the 4 horror films I've seen in my life. So
the first 3 Saws are good. After that, it gets a bit
but I've only seen the first of many franchises.
Right. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Where did you get the name General, and how did you meet Jugglet and everyone else?
So this is gonna be really embarrassing. The name General, I was sat on my bed at age 10 and thought to myself, why should nonchalantly holding the spear? What's a cool gamer name? And I typed in Captain Warlord, and the width of the characters was too much, so I went, okay, what sounds like Captain that's shorter? And it's actually the same character length, but the narrower characters, General Warlord. That is genuinely it. I've stuck with it since the age of 10. I wish there was a deeper answer. Did you not know that?
No, because what's funny about that is if I'd done the same as you, I'd be known as Tominator 1. So I'm glad I didn't do that.
But I'm still General Warlord. The thing is, like, it's one of those things that General Warlord as a whole is, like, it's a bit of a weird name, but just General's kind of cool, so I just kind of kept it. And after meeting everybody else, I queued Sign in August 2023 in a public match. He juiced the shit out of me for 5 gens, and then he teabagged me at the exit gate, and I had 6 stacks to save the best can last on Nemesis. And he was the only person I killed. We added each other after that game, just had a laugh about it. Like, you know, this is the problem you guys have with DBD. You couldn't claim it's toxic. When something funny like that happens, I just see the funny side of it. And that's why I mean signing friends. A lot of people get mad over something like that, but neither of us did. It was just a laugh. He juiced me, and I got the last laugh. After meeting Sign, Sign reached out to Brain, and Brain and Jugglet were already friends prior. Pretty much everybody I know now. The only people I met personally and introduced to the group are Sign and Homie. Everybody else is mutual friends with everybody else.
I didn't realize that was how you met Sign. Like,
yeah,
that's a kind of wholesome teabagging creative friendship.
Yeah, this was August 2023. I had no idea where to go with my life, and I was sat playing fucking solo killer on a just midweek at like 2 PM.
What, is it a multi-killer?
It said 2v8. I don't know. I wasn't thinking at the time, so I'm just kind of chatting now.
Got you.
Shut up.
Okay.
Bye.
Next one is, congrats on 20k. My question is, what is your dream DVD killer chapter? Can be niche, so it doesn't have to be a licensed one, I guess. It can be anything.
It's a hard one to answer, because there's stuff I'd like, but there's a very fine line between DBD a horror game and DBD Fortnite 2. Things like, I know you're going to hate this, Downgrade, The Boys, things like that are horror adjacent. They're not really horror, but they can probably be presented in a horrific sense. I like them as an idea, but you got to draw a line somewhere, because I don't want to see this game become Fortnite or become a laughing stock. It's still for the most part a pretty serious roster of horror characters. Yeah. So
you'd probably say Peter Griffin or something.
It's like there's a lot of stuff I would like in an ideal world, but I also wouldn't want the stigma of the game being whatever.
Next one is, do you play any single player games, and if so, what's your favourite?
I'm a big fan of the Resident Evil franchise. Ironically, I found Resident Evil because of DBD and not the other way around.
That's pretty bizarre.
Mate, I didn't know a single license in this game when I started playing it. I didn't know any of them. I played this because my mates dragged me onto it. None at all. Every piece of licensed media in DBD I discovered because of DBD. And not because I knew them already. So, that's how I played Resident Evil, which is probably my favorite single player game. Trying to think, I'm not really playing much else at the moment. I've been super busy with a lot of people's editing. Battlefield at the minute, but it's not really a single player game, so that kind of just doesn't answer your question. Yeah, not much. I only really have the mental capacity to play 3 games at a time. That's a recoin.
Let's go.
And one of those has to be DVD, because it's what I do. So I really have to pick and choose the 2 games wisely, because I genuinely just forget about games I'm playing. If I play more than 3, I'll forget one and just not go back to it. I don't know. That's just how my brain works, I guess. I don't know. I tried to play multiple games at the same time and always end up just ditching one by accident. So I'm not really playing.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much the same with that. Yeah. The next one is, I just wanted to know what or who got you into the game and what's kept you playing it all these years other than the content creation.
So I got into it around 2022 at the very start, January. It was 4-man lobbies and it was customs with 4 of my real life friends. The only one who still plays and that you guys will know is Will, content username, who comes on if I ask him politely to. All the other guys are doing useful things with their lives. It's one of those things I dabbled on and off with throughout 2022 and 2023. Then I started casual content creation in 2023. And at the start of 2024, it was Brad who encouraged me to not treat it as a full-time job, because you can't do that getting into it. But take it a little more seriously. Approach it with a bit more method and less of a wishy-washy, if it works, it works. Because this shit's not luck. A lot of people say content creation is luck. It's not. But yeah, early 2024 100%. Is when Brain basically took me under his wing and taught me everything I know and helped me basically turn this from what am I making today that I can't see to where should I go with this next, really. And I kind of play the game around content exclusively now. I don't really play this game outside of context.
Yeah.
That was
I do think there's a slight luck element, but I'd say it's 90% actual.
Yeah, there's obviously a bit of luck to it. There's things can go wrong with content that you absolutely have passion and hope behind, but none of us are here exclusively because we got lucky. And
for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of off topic entirely, but...
No, yeah. My question is to you, when will you be joining the Hellshire? You're a cracked P100 Deathslinger, yet you're not in the server.
Oh, the official Slinger guys. I don't really interact with much of that. I mean, I'm friends with Zapples. I don't really know who else is in there. It's not really... I don't know what the whole jam with that is, to be honest. I don't know. If this guy's invited me and wanted me part of it, then sure, why not?
Fair enough. The next one is... Well, that's about meeting us. You've kind of already answered it. How did you meet the others that
I'm 8-hook Jugglet! Sorry to interrupt. I'm literally perfectly 8-hooked against the most awful to go against squad.
That's a bully squad. They're easy. It basically says in what order and how did you meet the other creators, i.e. Sign, Jugglet, Sparky, and would you do other sorts of content on a separate channel with them? That's kind of it's a bit of a different question.
Finding the time to do that shit's hard because we're all so busy with our own stuff, and then these guys make a lot of time for me to do collab content with them.
Yeah, some of us are employed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of answers the question, to be fair. But,
yeah, it's one of those things I wouldn't be against, but it's like, finding the time for all of us to play a totally different game. And hook on, you know, like, at the end of the day, when we're making a collab video, yeah, we're doing a hook on, but it does help somebody out. You know, we're not just doing something wishy-washy. I wouldn't be against it, but it's really hard to find that sort of time for this lot, especially.
Okay. Well, the next one's an interesting one. I'm curious who the special person to read this is. If you told your younger self you got this far in the DBD community, would he believe you?
Oh, that's an interesting one, because content's something I've done. Because I don't know if this is the same for you, but growing up for me, in like the early 2010s, like pretty much everybody I knew dabbled with some nonsense YouTube that didn't mean anything. Like, yeah. I used to sit and just make videos on my phone of, like, fucking whatever, Minecraft or whatever. Sitting down with myself at, like, age 10 or whatever and saying, hey, by the way, and, like, going on 11 years from now, you're gonna be, like, methodically approaching this as a full-time career. That is a really weird thing to think about. Even now doing that, it's weird to think about. So I don't know how I'd present that to myself a year ago. And I don't think... I think younger me would laugh and not believe it, genuinely. It's not really a fathomable thing you can present. Hey, by the way, you're going to be doing this full time.
To be fair, I'm the same, man. Like, I didn't think I'd be able to make money off content creation. I just did it for fun.
It's a very special, privileged position to be in, and you can't take that for granted.
Yeah, for sure. 100% agree with that.
Sure.
Well, that was clean. I like that. Sharpshooter.
Doesn't mean injured, but... I'll take it.
No, it's still ego boosting it. The next one is, are there any non-horror licensed characters you'd like to see in the game? I guess... Oh, no, this is actually different. Similar to Lara Croft. So I'm gonna caveat this question and say Survivor.
Survivor?
Yeah. Because Lara Croft isn't horror, really.
John Connor.
Oh, that's cool.
That'd be cool. I'd love a full Terminator chapter. I'd love a... either a T-800 killer or... Thing is, I'd love to have Arnie as the killer, but imagine a liquid metal Terminator.
Oh, you're talking about Terminator 2 Judgment Day, aren't you?
Yeah, imagine a liquid metal Terminator and how they could like implement that. That would be cool. So I'd love to see a Terminator chapter, especially a full chapter. But I don't know. I feel like that would be sad to do as a single only chapter.
I think John... Yeah, I know, but yeah, this is where it becomes drawing the line. I think John Connor could fit in quite well as a survivor because he is literally a survivor.
I feel like... Because when you say single there, that was what the first thing that came to my head, really.
That was really cool. Yeah, that's a good. I've never even thought of just a standalone survivor as John. That's cool. That would be very interesting. I'd love that. This is a very important question. Is Jugglet your biggest inspiration? He seems like he is.
Can you submit this on an alt?
Genuinely, I've not.
Who the fuck is that? That's so funny. Oh, I went the wrong way. It's okay.
I mean, you can answer the question whether it's funny or not, but
Jugglet inspired me to strip back my content and focus on making the actual content itself entertaining. So many people getting into YouTube learn how to edit and just spam it. And I find Juggler's content entertaining because it's just one man in his game and not even music sometimes. And I find it more entertaining than like 90% of the DBD space. So that is the biggest inspiration I've taken from Jugglet. Just making your content about you and how you play the game, rather than what memes get up out here and there.
I think we've had this conversation before, how I tend to spend a lot more time getting my games.
Yeah, you're very thoughtful with your games, which is not a bad thing. That's why your content's good. I wouldn't have the patience that you do for that kind of thing. But
yeah, sometimes it gets tiresome. But yeah, I think you kind of answered this one already. What got you into DVD content creation?
So casually, I used to just do it with the boys back in the day. Seriously, it was more regular but still casual was Sign, and then seriously was Brain.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that enough to do another game, or is it?
There's not many. You can probably just do B-roll for the rest of it. What's your favorite color? Is the next one?
Purple. If you've seen me in Discord or you've seen me around, pretty much all my shit's purple because I just love that color.
Same as me. If Deathslinger was not in the game, who would be your main? And let's not include Jason. Just let's go for the current roster because I'm kind of curious because obviously you have mentioned a few times now with Jason.
I was P100 Blight, but that was very much oh my god, mom, it's not a phase.
Yeah.
I would honestly say Oni is the character I put the most time into after that. Oni or Wesker. I would. The thing with Wesker is I feel like I'm way too late to learn him at a mechanical level, and be so. That was the same with Blight. I'm too late to learn them at a mechanical level that would be unique or interesting. Hasn't been done already.
The next one is where are you from?
Northern England, near Newcastle. I'm not being any more descriptive than that, but.
Yeah, which is totally fair enough.
English people can probably tell by the accent. People from around here call me posh. Anywhere else, so they can't understand me.
I'm with the latter.
And you're not that far from me, relatively speaking.
No, yeah, true. The next one is... My question is, how are you a killer main, but so bad at killer? Genuine question.
I'm bad at every video game I touch. I've never claimed to be good at anything ever. I'm decent at Slinger mechanically, but I'm still bad at the game. I've never been good at video games. I had the DS, I had the Wii, but I never had like an Xbox or a PlayStation or a PC until 5 years ago. Genuinely. I'm going on 21 in September, and I've only been playing proper games on the PC since I was about 15, 16. So
yeah, it's not that long at all, really.
I mean, it's very much an excuse, but I just don't like. Most of you guys will have been playing since you were like borderline nappies. Like
pretty much for me, yeah.
I don't have that experience with games in general, really. Like I'm still at the skill level you were probably at when you were like 10 or 12. Genuinely, that's why I'm so bad at games.
Probably more like 6, to be fair, but
not a year older. Sorry.
No. What made you choose Slinger? At least you're not a clown main. That's a weird stab at the clown mains out there.
This is a weird one, but so my friend Will, can't think of his username, Biden Blast, he's in some of the videos. He had a long phase of playing killers that were widely forgotten. So he started with Billy when Billy was still shit. He did Billy before Billy was cool. And then he wanted to learn Slinger, so he learned Huntress and encouraged me to learn Huntress with him. And then he moved to Slinger. And then from Slinger, he said, hey, let's do Freddy, before Freddy got his rework. I said, fuck that, I'm not being a Freddy main. And I just kept going with Slinger past that point. It's a character I used to genuinely sit in VC with the guys, have a conversation like this, and just play. That's why I feel like that game I just played, I'm relatively unstressed, because I'm used to just sitting, playing Slinger for shots, not to win, in a call talking to people. Yeah. And then in January 25, we did a tournament run by Olibot, I was supposed to play Blight, because that's who I was playing to win at the time, and we got matched against Team Lilith Omen. And Brain said, respectfully, we are not playing against Lilith Omen's Blight. Who else do you play? So he put me in on Slinger, and 3,000 people saw my trick shot Slinger on Coast time, and boosted my ego to the point I decided to make content with it. In short.
That's kind of a good story. The final question. What happened to your main channel?
It's back! It's back! That was the only channel I had for the longest time, and probably within 6 months of each other, Simon and I both switched to a different channel, having learned from our mistakes on the other one, and approached it with a fresh set of eyes. The difference is, he refined his with Slinger content. I kind of left mine to rot and die, but again, Jason is a killer who's really, really massively appealed to me over the past couple of weeks. And I would love to start playing him more. I might get some more Slinger gameplay in there. And just keep that as a solo for me, minimal edit, and just chill kind of channel, really. At the minute, it's if it does well, it does well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Warlord is successful enough now that I'm confident in my own ability to come up with ideas. That I don't need to make Warlord content purely with a financial motivation. So all the content on there now is going to be very much passion projects and things I want to make surrounding the game. But no, I'm working to bring it back. Subscribe to that one. Subscribe to Gerald Says. Subscribe to Warlord. Subscribe to Jugglet, because he's sat and fucking called me for nearly an hour and asked me questions he probably doesn't care about, but he finds it funny to watch me struggle under pressure. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, and that's it.
Thank you for 20k. Big long.
I'm currently waving at the camera. There's no one about to see it. That's what I'm doing. You know, like the end of a TV show.
Goodbye. Have a great time. And of course, as I promised, probably about 2 or 3 months ago, I am going to give away a copy of Jason to one of the first 100 subscribers of the channel who posted their subscription in the Discord. So, without further ado, let's spin the wheel and see who's won a copy of Jason. Ooh, Justin! I'll double check your user and put it on screen. If you want to DM me with your Steam friend code, just want a copy of Jason, my friends. Thank you all very much for watching again, and I hope to join you on this channel again soon, once I've got a bit of direction to take it in.